IGV's turn to pick.
But they don't do so well. I understand money important.
I mean, money. It's a lot easier to go far in the tournament if you start in the winner bracket. Would you want to start in the lower bracket winner?
EG wants to. And this hero is very good with Visage. Has high burst with the stun, the hoof storm, and the double edge. It charges up the soul assumption very quickly. So, and low cooldown hero. Like, you want to pair Visage with like low cooldown hero so that you can always constantly fight with your birds.
Yeah.
That's what the Visage wants to do.
I wonder, does the damage you do to yourself count towards the soul assumption?
I
have
don't
no
know.
clue. I'm a
don't know.
dirty Visage spammer, and I don't know.
I don't
I don't. You know how many people play Centaur in pubs these days, so I can't really speak to it.
I used to play him a lot. You know the pre-nerf, like the 60% Axe, and you have the strong hood.
Yeah.
Those two items got nerfed, and he got armor reduction. I think he lost one armor from a, can't remember which patch.
Yep. I think it was +1 cooldown, maybe on his stun or something too. I can't remember exactly.
But overall, right now, TNC chooses to go for the Sven. This is actually very likely that the Lina will be support, because when I remember that they run Lina support, it mostly is going to be a safe lane Sven. So the laning phase is very strong. Lina and Sven, very difficult for the offlaner to, you know, to try and get farm, get experience, because you're always under the threat of, like, in the threat of dying, you know. Lina, Sven, stun, slave, you're more or less gonna die. Very strong lane. But then again, like a position 5 Lina support, she does provide a lot of, you know, D-push and kill power, but she doesn't provide too much catch if you don't have items. She gets the catch by farming a use, farming a Shadow Blade. That's how you get the catch. So he's not like a traditional, like, in general, the position 5 hero. You are either a saver, Winter Wyvern, Dazzle, Oracle, like this kind of heroes, or you are a team fighting specialist. You are a disruptor, you are a warlock, you are a silencer. Lina is none of those, but she's high burst and wave push out.
Yeah, she's quite similar to the Visage in that way, because Visage also doesn't really
but Visage
function as a
has
save.
pretty good team fight, I'd say.
Yeah, pretty good.
Because her damage in team fights and the stuns, she has a lot of disables.
Yep.
5 seconds remaining.
Troll Warlord picked up for IG.
Pretty good with their lineup, I'd say. I like the Troll Centaur. It's like when you have a Centaur. For me, when I'm playing Centaur, I like my teammates to be like a face run hero so that I can abuse the Stampede. We run in Stampede, I charge in, I stun someone, the carry runs in, a tanky carry. He can run in with me and just do the DPS, like do damage, kill someone. I like to pair him with the Troll. So with the Oracle, it's more or less set in stone that the Lina is not a support, so our speculations are indeed wrong. So Oracle, why Oracle here? Let's see. Oracle is good against Troll because of the disarm, I guess. And against their other heroes, they're all magic. Sand King, Visage and Centaur. Very heavy magic, so Fate's Edict is very good against those heroes.
Mentioned as having a save, it seems like this is going to be the save. There's 2 scary initiators in Sand King and Centaur.
Yeah, but why Oracle over something else, like the
Dazzle or whatever? Because he can just straight up block the damage. Like Dazzle, it's like, oh, you grave them, but they're still going to die after.
Yeah, I guess Oracle provides a lot more other utility. The damage block.
There's sustain and damage block, yeah.
And from the magic spells.
And whereas Winter Wyvern, Cold Embrace doesn't work because it's magic damage. There's a lot of spell damage other than the Troll.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Oracle does have, save and damage block.
So right now, decision making time. Is Nyx going to be our off lane, or Nyx is going to just be our support on teams?
5 seconds remaining.
Usually when we talk about Nyx nowadays, usually the teams lean towards a support Nyx, because he doesn't need to. I mean, he can do a lot when he has like a good amount of farm. Okay, Clockwork. So both very similar heroes, I guess. Still quite open. So I would say that the decision will base on who would get a better laning phase against a Troll. I think it will be Clockwork, because he can clock the creeps and get some good experience. And yeah,
I mean, Clockwork can always do that, and then Nyx is still the offlaner, you know? Like, you just cog the first wave or two.
But then when you have cogs, you don't, I mean, like when you roam, you're not as scary compared to having Battery Assault. Because if you have Battery Assault, you run into some random, like Visage, that let's say he goes for the rune. He might be in danger of dying, he might, you know. Like, whereas if you have cogs, you won't. I don't know, I think I kind of like the, I kind of like the Nyx on position 4 mod this game.
Here we go. I like that the Centaur and the Sven. Look at the Sven's pose right now. He looks freaking badass.
So they go for the puck. That's their. It's a very good draft, you know. By Vitality, it's a very good standard like a Visage draft. You want to have like low cooldown heroes. Like this is the main thing you want. The low cooldown heroes. You don't want too many very high uptime spells. So puck and Centaur are always heroes that can fight very well with the Visage. They're like decent team fight with Sand King, like AoE, Sand King, puck, and then they have Roshan with Troll and the Bird's Medallion. I think overall very balanced draft from Vitality. Like when I always watch their games, you know, they pick very solid heroes, like nothing too fancy. Heroes that can get the job done, get the win. Very clear plan of like Chinese team drafts. Very clear plan. Got tower push, got Roshan, decent in the lanes, not like say great, but overall like, very balanced draft. Whereas if you look at what TNC has, much stronger lanes. They have more like single target split map focus because they have a lot of wave clear. Like Sven, Lina has a lot of wave clear. Clockwork has some decent wave clear, so they're gonna aim to play two very different games, split the map and try to pick off and reach a point where they're strong enough to kill you and take the fight.
They have different styles of draft, but it's also like the style of draft that suits them as a team, I feel.
Yeah.
It's not like one's necessarily better than the other. I think both teams come into this game with a strong draft, but a draft that suits their team.
Yeah. You want to pick hero in a place. By default, your player do the right things. That's what you want in a team. If you pick something that, oh, this guy doesn't like to play like this, but your draft has to be played like this to win, and you're gonna more or less gonna end up in some problems in the game usually.
Yep.
So level 1 smoke. Let's see what other vision that teams plays.
The mid ward, and then he ran into super.
They might actually know the ward is there though, because if the Nyx is in this area and he still has one ops, it probably means that he smoked through the. For me, like in a game where I would think that he probably has 2 wards and he already placed 1 ward somewhere. And judging by the way that he came from, because he came from like slightly to the left when the smoke broke, it might be in the mid lane.
The problem is you don't know where that mid ward is. It could be on the right side, it could be on the mid, it could be on the top side of the mid lane. There's a lot of mid wards that are possible to.
Yeah, that is true, but it gives you like a good idea. You are putting yourself in their shoes.
You know there's a mid ward, it's just you don't know where. We'll see actually super it looks like with the sentry ward.
Is he gonna guess? No sentries.
I gave it to Sanking. I was like, yeah, he had one.
Oh, he had one. Okay.
He passed it to Sanking.
I thought he was going to do a blind guess there.
Once he saw Nyx had another ward, it may be worried that the bottom lane is going to get warded or blocked or something. We talked about who's going to be the offlane. It will be the Clockwork.
Yep, good call here by T-Burn. He just places a ward. He thinks that because he saw the centaur. I think that was a good read. He saw the centaur running up earlier and trying to like scout, and then after that when the Sven came over, like they were 2 standing on the cliff, he realized the centaur backed off. So that more or less is like that guy might actually see both of us here. That's why he just went back. He placed a sentry there. So very good read by T-Burn.
Nice play. Puck gonna get out of his salve. Doesn't want his career being sniped, so he meets it, and we will see this Puck versus Lina mid matchup with 4 positions coming in.
Could be quite annoying if they have mana. Yeah, he's gonna go mana burn. Okay.
Doesn't want to use it on the Sanking.
No, on the Puck. You wanna burn the Puck.
Yeah,
That's like the nightmare. Like next position 4, then you are this like 4 heroes: Puck, Lina, OD, Queen of Pain.
Maybe.
Yeah, all these heroes. The position 4 next comes to your face. Mana burn level 1. You're like, ah.
Painful stuff. You can't really mess with the Sand King all too much. The Sand King also is not too scary.
He doesn't need to mess with. Oh, okay, maybe.
He
missed the wave.
Went to the north. Sakata perhaps needed to wait to see which direction Cuckoo ran.
That was like too.
In Paparazzi, it's his teammate finding the solo kill in the mid lane.
So a sequence of bad events for TNC, the self getting cancelled, and then before the second self arrives to the Lina, she got hit by the Puck and went down. So looking at the other lanes, Clockwork should be getting decent amount of experience because it's a Clockwork, you know, getting the cogs to pull the wave back. Super gonna deny the 2-minute rune. Oh, might be dead here. Oh, good body block. Oh, he has no level 2. Okay, no stun.
Looks like they're going to get this kill still with the chase down. The right clicks is there. 0 armor on the Visage enough. Meanwhile, top lane, just keeping an eye on that one. They are going to kill the Centaur. He went for the Bounty Rune, and then Theban kind of baited him in. Considering
he has to go back to base, so
he was considering going and finding the enemy Bounty Rune, but it was actually not there.
I think Centaur is okay. It's not too bad for him since they had to use a lot of their mana. Like when you die as an offlaner, you wanna die and force a lot of, like sometimes you just need to do what you need to do, you know, go up lane, try to get something done, and then you die, but they have to expend a lot of their mana. Maybe let's say use a mango, go back to base. I think you're okay with that. And then right now he gets some good space to get XP and levels because he understands that the Oracle has to run back. So he probably has like 30 seconds, 40 seconds of time that he can be alone and feel safe here. And IGV in the meantime feels like, oh, we've already done what we needed to do to help the Troll, and Troll is a very strong laner. He can 1v1 against the Clockwork, so we're gonna try and help our Centaur now.
Yeah, this is really a very nice early power point to go and smoke up. They're gonna go onto the Sven with the Soul Assumption.
Oh,
There's a
nice.
Grave Chill should they need it, but the Fortune's End may be enough to get him away. He purged off the Grave Chill.
Yeah, not enough damage as well because Centaur was not level 3 yet.
Even Sanking was still level 1. A point in Caustic may have been enough.
That move was very, very optimistic for them. I think that they can actually get the
I thought they were going to just smoke on mid lane and go for Cuckoo, who was maybe the easier kill.
They don't see the Nyx, so they kind of think that the Nyx might... Because the Nyx has always been playing mid. It's like sometimes when you do this... Like this downside of doing this super early smoke. That's why when I talk about smokes, usually the first smoke, you want to do it at night, like around this time. Because the vision is smaller and you have a higher chance of success, and a lot of places you can walk through because it's nighttime, they don't see you. Like even sometimes when the smoke breaks at night, they don't actually get the vision on you first.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it breaks, but they don't see you because of the
so
rotation.
that's why teams usually like to do that. But that smoke was not a success for IGV, so they're still trying to play the top lane though. They wanna. So basically, the game plan right now here is to leave the. I'm not sure I like it right now because I think that Visage should be playing really cool and try to maximize your levels. But they have chosen to go and help their Centaur because I don't know if he needs the help, but I guess he kind of needs it because he died just now, and after the Oracle comes back, it's quite difficult for him to lane because he could die easily to that.
Yeah, the Troll's starting to get bullied a little bit. He's CSing and farming
I actually
well, but
don't like what's happening now for IGV, what they're doing. I think that the Visage should still sit bottom and just maximize your leveling and just let Sand King do whatever you can. And if in the case where the Centaur cannot go out to the lane at all, he just has to go to the jungle.
definitely know from playing the Visage that you do really want to just get that level 6.
It's not good for them.
They're just sitting around. Like they went top, they didn't get the kill, now they're just sitting around the top river. It really doesn't feel like their supports are being effective. And they're being scouted above all else. This dire ward sees them just sitting at this mid lane.
This should be a big tell if you're IGB right now. You're the carry. You're reporting.
Top lane, they've dived in. They've got the kill on the Centaur. The return kill is not going to be there. Super TP's in, but I think you can really do to change the fates of that game.
Yeah, you're like the carry, and you're telling your team, hey, this Clockwork is like, look at the Clockwork. He's like not afraid at all.
Just keeps running at Paparazzi.
Something is wrong. Like I think they see both of you. That's a huge tell.
Paparazzi has been good with his positioning, so he doesn't get caught inside the cogs in the back.
Oh, he might be in trouble now. Lina is one creep away from level 6. They might not even need the Laguna for this kill. Let's see.
Can they get the initiation? Trying to lead with the LSA. Doesn't actually get it. Sam H can't get in range of the battery assault, so they...
Troll is a very fast hero.
Yeah. Cuckoo started casting the LSA. Oh, we'll take a look back at top lane, so it looks like they will get the kill in 14:37. But yeah, he started casting LSA. I think he realized or thought he was going to miss it, so he stopped casting it, and unfortunately Clockwork had already started running in. So it looked like he had said go, go, and then was like, no, no, don't. But already committed.
I think if he landed the stun, they might not even have the call might not even have enough time. Okay, the charge, the root.
Can't channel up that one. Puck actually TP'd in, so at least they get a TP rotation. Definitely not an
Can they
easy
kill
start
the
to
Lina
land.
here?
Or misses, so do not believe so.
Still good pressure by TNC, then the Lina TPs to mid. So I think this is like a very small thing because the Puck TP's bottom, he can't do anything, and then the Lina goes back mid to farm. It's okay. A small victory for Lina. Not too much of a big deal. So right now they need to... Oh, okay.
They still get Paparazzi.
Troll got caught in there still by the
Turns out they don't
root.
need the Lina.
Fortune's End into the Clockwork running in with Cogs.
And Cuckoo, meanwhile, mid lane going to get going on here. There's a Dream Coil use. He's going to turn and throw a stun, hits the puck.
And this Visage is so active on the map, like too much of activity. He should be concerned about his levels. It's 8 minutes into the game. He is still around level 4.
Another kill top. Sven popping an ultimate. Looks like Sankey being a bit too aggressive there with his rotations, and definitely agree with you. It just feels like they're too all in on these early rotations
I mean, I don't even feel they need to do it though.
Yeah, their lanes were solid, you know. Trolls farming, Puck was doing
Everyone
okay.
was doing fine. It's not like someone is like, oh,
It sets the Visage
trouble.
back. He can just be pulling. He
and
can just
bottom
be
lane,
sitting
this
bottom.
is trouble again.
Yep. MH has the hook shot, will land it. Traps the Troll Warlord inside. There is a follow-up stun in the form of an Impaled Troll. He's trying to just turn and fight and go on the clockwork. And yeah, with his survivability and the Magic Wand, he will survive through this. Now he's going to start healing up from the Purifying Flames.
They're going to get the Oracle.
Does appear that way, unless a Cogs can perhaps bail him out. Paparazzi has no slow available, but Dogfight will get him with the stun. The Cogs is not going to be there. Goes for the Battery Assault instead.
Huh, that is strange. I think the Cogs might have had a better chance of saving you. He could have pushed back the other two guys, but I think maybe he was trying to want to turn and kill. Because Battery Assault is the damage. So he wasn't thinking he wasn't just thinking of saving the guy, he just wants to kill them back. Yep.
Things will settle down here.
Yep, not a big deal. Losing position 5 support the end of the world for them. Everyone else is actually the Lina is not doing too good. Okay, now I look at the net worth.
Yeah, not doing all too great. We spent a lot of time. I mean, similar to like the Visage, Lina went bottom and didn't connect on the rotation twice in a row.
Both teams were trying to pressure the opposing safe lane a lot.
Yeah.
Like for TNC, they see, oh, Vitality are sending both of their supports to our safe lane. So it means the troll might be vulnerable. So Lina gets a rune, tries to go down there and try to get a kill, stays there for 1 minute, and then goes down again a second time.
Now we're looking at Ancient Sack. So Clockwork is going to try and stack this, but there's an Observer Ward there. Meanwhile, the other Ancients have been triple stacked, so Sven does have some jungle farm to fall back to. And it looks like he's going to leave the safe lane to 1437 to get his level 6 on Oracle.
This rune is going to be quite crucial. Haste rune for Lina.
Juicy.
They know the troll went for jungle, but they have no vision around this area of the jungle right now. The side that's nearer to the mid lane. But they know he's around here. Because they saw him walk past the other ward towards the jungle.
Oh, they smoke up, but they don't bring the troll. Not sure if that was intentional. It does look like he was just heading there to farm.
So
Stampede available.
They smoke up the Centaur and the Puck. And Puck has the ward. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I'm like, usually the smokes with the support to do the warding. So they scout out the stack here for the Sven.
Good news
and Sven was also missing for some time because they saw the Oracle in the lane. So I think that's still a good read by IG Vitality. They realized that the Sven might be jungling somewhere, or okay, now they see him.
Yep. Better read by Raven. He realizes it's not safe in his jungle.
Oh, career? Okay, that's quite good. That's quite good.
1437 has got the Fate's Edict that'll block some of this damage, but not enough of it. They do bring him down. Meanwhile, mid lane, this is going to tempt Tims to go in, and with Cuckoo rotating, they'll get the return kill on the Sand King. So pretty even trade in kills, but
Vitality would come out ahead because they got the courier. It's quite a big deal, not a goal for the team. But looking at their wards, they have a very clear idea on how to play. Okay, Centaur got cloaked by Sam H here. He's gonna go down. Oh,
gets out of the Cogs, and the Impale comes a little bit too late.
Yeah. That was too late.
Tims thought he had more time before the Cogs were going to die.
The thing is, like, when you kill the Cogs, you just run towards any of the, you just try to click out and then you get hit by then you're just out. Yep. So just not enough time there for Tims to, I mean, he had enough time, but he just did it
waited too long, yeah.
But IG Vitality clearly very focused on making sure the Sven is scouted every time they are doing the Ancients, and in fact both the camp, one of the camps are blocked. This camp is blocked. Yep. The vision on the camp nearer to the bottom lane is blocked. The one on the left side is not, but they have vision over that area. They're gonna try to contest it. They
Sven is still farming very well, even with some of his camps blocked out, but does need to be careful as there is a couple of heroes down bottom. Stampede available.
They're gonna try to set up something here. Ooh, they need a
third hero. Yeah, I was about to say he's 1500 health with God Strength available.
Yeah, not an easy kill. Definitely not an easy kill. But they realize something might be going down here.
Nyx is showing mid. This is perhaps a bit too much info to give for TNC.
The ward saw the Clockwork walking bottom.
Here is in July. He's going to pop his nose out. Do they go for this kill?
This is dangerous.
Going to lead things off. The LSA to follow up there. There's going to be some birds to cancel the Lina's combo, but they do still trap him in place. The clockwork ensuring they get the kill. Top lane, Theben needs out, but he is stuck up here. They may not actually know where he is. Now they will, as he does channel the Fortune's End. Roots up the Troll Wall, Lord Raven. Won't get there in time for a follow-up stun.
So right now, because they saw the TPs, they can pressure the other lane.
Yeah,
maybe
pressure
the bottom lane.
bottom and mid perhaps.
Yeah, Troll goes mid to farm. It's good for them.
Cuckoo just gonna sandstorm his way to a blink dagger.
They have a sentry here, so they'll be fine against it.
Well, IGV want to pressure bottom, and TNC will make the same play to some extent at top, but with Troll still up there, not an easy lane to be pressuring.
So because of what they did, looking at the net worth, actually in the end it was quite okay for them. The net worth of the Puck and the Troll is still relatively high.
Yeah, and Lina is still not really in a good spot.
So it'll come down to the team fights now, because right now Vitality has their level 6 on both of their supports and their ultimates up.
The big thing is getting Sanking's Blink Dagger, which he's at 2.1k.
Yeah, Centaur. Oh yeah,
And Centaur.
Sanking is gonna get it faster. Yeah, because he went for a hood.
Yeah, no, they don't necessarily need the Centaurs to make moves if they have Sankings. They just need one or the other. Pucks perhaps as well. They're gonna have 2 of their 3 moves, which
Oh, mid lane.
good.
That's a day.
Gotta respect this Sam H clockwork rotating around. Perhaps thought it was safe with the Observer.
Because he had vision there, so he thought he was safe. That's why he was farming. Sometimes this vision can be deceiving, but in July he got caught by Phoenix. No sentry there.
This is where Sam H and the Nyx can start finding these pickups.
And it's gonna be the Sven and the Lina shopping out the lanes, forcing IGV to react to that lane pressure.
Ooh, a 5 stack of Ancients, that is juicy.
Even if they see it, they can't really deal with it. Unless, I mean, they can only do like a kill. Like, let's say Sven gets like a bit low, half HP, then they make a smoke.
They're looking to make a smoke now. They've got blinks. They popped down the sentry to make sure there's no observer ward.
Good play.
You never really know if someone got in deep with a smoke planted that. Well, their Sven is right there.
Ooh-hoo.
Doesn't have ultimate. I don't know if he's actually going to try and farm this now without the ulti. I feel like that would be...
He was just trying to... What was he trying to do?
Misaggroed it. Or just something... wanted to go for it. I was like, wait a second, it's not safe.
Oracle is there.
But,
they have to... They know the Oracle is there. They saw him. They are not sure if they want to go for this kill. Because Oracle is nearby.
I think if they wants to farm that ancient stack, he needs like at least 2 or 3 teammates.
They have
right
the whole
behind
team
him.
here. They have the whole team.
They're scanning. They want to jump on the Oracle. They get the drink pull. The 2-man stun. Burrow strike perfect. Hoof stop as well. Great play from IG Vitality to get that
Perfect.
initiation.
10 out of 10. And Tim's trying to
Top
set up
lane.
top lane.
Yep. Alina will TP on in. The Impale will miss though.
Yeah, Troll is very fast. Not easy to just land your Vendetta hit and stun after that. On a fast hero. They're gonna try to steal this?
Wow, this is
Can
bold.
they?
I don't know. I didn't think so, but perhaps.
Look at that, Troll is dying.
Yeah,
No,
he's gonna die very fast with that massive
they got
damage.
like half of, like all the small creeps.
Yeah, they got all the little, because they actually take magic damage, the little baby black dragons.
It's still okay, as long as the big creeps are still.
They're
But
killing
still,
1 or 2 big creeps with
that's
the
like what,
familiars.
30% of the stat.
Yeah, they got what? It was 6 little baby dragons and then
That's still
1 of the blue
significant,
ones.
actually.
It was close to like 250 gold.
The 30 to 40% of the stat.
Yeah.
30%. Still good damage now. Like every bit counts for the Sven. Because Sven is like a very timing based carry. Play on your dagger, Master Manners, like sometimes you have the Echo Saber, BKB timing. You hit those items fast and you go for fights. So anything you can do to slow that down is very significant for your team.
Here comes Tim's to the top lane. Will not find the Centaur.
Oh, Clockwork. Can he get the hook? Centaur is very close to
Yeah,
his
he's got
dagger.
the ward. He should be able to land it if he wants to, but he does not go for the hook.
Yeah, too far away. So Centaur's gonna be able to get his dagger. It should be triple daggers up right now for IG Vitality.
Very strong right now.
And for TNC, looking at their items, so Bloodstone almost done on the
I think
Lina.
he'll go for
Is he going Shadowblade first?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gets the Shadow Amulet.
Shadowblade first, yeah, because he realized like someone needs. They are lacking.
Not really lacking initiation. They've got
No,
Clock Nyx.
they're lacking like the. They need to make like plays because right now like Vitality is gonna play as 5. Anything you can do to catch Like the Shadow Blade will help him catch, even though they have the Nyx and the Clockwork, but the Lina has to join those two because they can't really kill alone. So the Shadow Blade is going to allow him to get more openings with them, or even start fights, because now he can Shadow Blade and start with the stun, which could be very useful for his team and get pick off. Because the aim of the game right now, objective wise, is to stall, wait for their BKB, get pick off if they can, and try to avoid like full scale fights, like 5 against 5. Yeah, they want to avoid that.
Cuckoo does reveal his Shadow Blade to a Radiant Observer Ward, so that is something IG Vitality.
Yeah, their warding has been like quite good this game. Super getting called out here, no sentry, just trying to farm the jungle, but in a very, he was farming in a very aggressive position, like a very far up spot. I'm gonna lose his, let's one of it. But still, like, nice. Not good for them right now. Oh, another pick.
Yeah.
The Shadow Blade
stampeded over, but wasn't there in time, and the return kill is not going to be there. Cuckoo has a regen rune. Turn around, but can't actually start right-clicking the Centaur, or you will lose that regeneration.
Yeah, they have to be more careful about giving all these like picks. You know, they want to stick as 5 to play right now because they have their triple daggers. They should not be split up. I think maybe the thing you want to do, you send the puck to shove the lanes, but the rest of the team should be close to each other.
Well, this is why they were shoving those lanes kind of alone, because Paparazzi is actually soloing.
Still, like the puck dying and the Visage dying bot is like, it's definitely not good. I think they could have gotten the Roche regardless because they are already at a point where they're strong as 5, and TNC is still at the stage where we still need items to fight. We are not ready. I mean, regardless, they got the Roche, like you said. Sho has SNY and Master of Madness building. His strong timing, of course, is like the Sven getting the BKB.
Stack, say TNC. They stack all 3 of their camps. Sven looking to farm towards his BKB.
Okay, so key items to look out for right now. I think as a Centaur, I guess getting 4-star Aghanim should be the build this game. Like those are the items that you need for them to, because they are gonna have to rely on the Axe to in the fights to survive. Like the Sven jumps in, say the situation. Sven jumps in, they try to assassinate someone with the Lina. Then you pop the Aghanim's ulti, you make sure that guy survives, and that's how you're gonna be able to turn the fight around. So those kind of items that you can find. Like Puck maybe at some point I think Aghanim's will be good against the Sven, because you want to keep him in one place.
Yep.
Oh, here comes Nyx. He scouts out the Sand King, the double blinkers, the Sand King and the Centaur.
We'll look to set up off of this. It looks like for now they're using the info
sure
just to
they can fight though, Parker.
Yeah, they're taking it. They do not want to fight into the Aegis.
Yeah. Sven just got his BKB though. They might be thinking of fighting. Sven just bought his BKB. I don't think Vitality knows about this. Sure.
Tim's has such good info, he needs to not walk into the center, though the problem is to initiate, he's going to have to. I'm sure he realizes there is a sun. That mage just going to
sure
push
they
him
can
the
fight
cogs.
though, they don't have the Lina and Sven, those are the 2 big heroes. So in the end it was Aegis and what, 3 heroes? It's not that bad though if you think about it, they got the Lina and the Sven.
It was great for TNC until perhaps they lost that Sven at the end. They got a bit too overconfident chasing
that was
kill.
a big
Epi respawned with Epicenter.
Oh, so it was actually 4 heroes dead, was it?
On IGV side? Yeah, they lost everyone and the Aegis, so they kind of lost 5 in some ways, but they didn't actually lose control.
In the end, it turned out okay because they got the Sven and the Lina.
Yeah, it was like what, 5 for 3, or just
Sven,
5 for 2,
Lina, just
5
for 2,
yeah. So
maybe
not so okay.
It was quite close though because they got the Sven in the end. Sven was a very big kill. And Tro did not die. I mean, he lost the Aegis. So
Sven does use his 10-second BKB as well.
Yeah, next fight Tro is going to have BKB. So the tables are going to turn around to the Tro being very strong now. Oh!
Ballsy, blink stun from Raven. Puck had no time to react.
I hear a hook shot.
It hit not what it was supposed to hit. Tim's and Cuckoo nearby. Nice LSA, going to go in the Sand King instead. To carapace it up, but Dogfight is going to... Gets away initially, but the Stormhammer will finish him off. Raven.
Yeah, not good, not good. They're going to lose this tower now.
Playing some aggressive Dota with this Sven.
Yeah, the ward there. Previously they had a high ground ward, yeah. That's why they were able to pick the both of the Sand King and the Puck, they died in the same area because of the ward. Vision wins games, Vision leads to victory. And objective
Radiant's middle tower
for
has
TNC,
fallen.
Tier 2 tower. Roche is going to take a while, so there won't be a Roche for TNC to claim. 4 stuff going to be done by Centaur. So right now, vision-wise, IG Vitality probably needs some. They need some aggressive vision, and probably
Nyx
gonna
is, the Nyx
need a
scouting
jammer.
is, yeah, I was about to say,
Shadowblade and the Nyx is just giving too much information to TNC.
Yep, that was the bottom fight, largely set up by the Nyx's scouting and vision, and also
Okay,
so actually
Centaur
blinks
is-
in. Tim's was like looking to go on him. He procs the carapace off of the return.
Yeah,
Bit of extra
very,
stun.
very hard for Centaur to play against the Nyx. You know, even when you stampede your team and then he just carapace and your teammates will get stunned too. It's like so annoying.
I'll take your tribute.
Yep.
It's a
We
very,
saw that last
very
fight
big
when-
counter.
He got the Sanking as he burrowed in. He popped the carapace, and Centaur blinked stunned, and like Centaur got stunned.
He stampede as well, so everyone got
Yeah,
stunned.
it was just an awful situation with the disable and control from TNC in that last fight. Really limited IG's vitality.
Yeah, he needs to be very careful of how you use your ultimate, your stampede against your Nyx. You just need to be very careful with it.
Well, that's where they really want to be, like having a gem, and if anything, perhaps initiating on that Nyx, just jumping him, catching him before he can carapace.
Probably the gem on the park, because when you're playing park against Nyx, when you go to the lane and you don't see the Nyx, you're spamming out, you're always very scared that there might be a Nyx there carapacing your orb, your illusionary orb, and then stun after that, then Lina is around the neighborhood and you're just dead. So I think the gem should be on the park.
Go IG Vitality, they want to smoke up rather than, I think the big issue as well with that bottom push is they just showed themselves and just tried to kind of brute force their way down the line.
They think they were safe though with the sentry ahead, but they didn't realize that Nyx already scouted things out earlier and he was behind.
Here they go with the BKB
They
timing.
see the Lina, they were
The enemy juggling
oh,
Lina.
they're gonna find him probably.
It's going to be close. Has got the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, they're gonna
Looks
find
like they
him.
saw her, but she is very fast and is going to Shadow Blade away. The scan is...
Yeah, Dogfights
on the wrong
plays
side.
deep ward here. So
Cuckoo's actually perhaps going for the skill on Puck.
yeah, he's trying to kill the puck. He was actually trying to kill it.
He's, I think, realized by now that it is no longer safe. Keeping himself out of there.
Oh,
Nyx is going to pop
Nyx.
this one.
Oh,
Dust is there.
again information.
I don't think I think the smoke had worn off.
Yeah,
They
already
didn't
one off.
realize.
They don't know there's a Nyx here.
Yeah.
Gosh, so TNC are just gonna split the other two lanes because they see so many heroes here.
They have got sentries, and this is where if you're a Nyx, you're clicking all these heroes like, okay, Visage has 2 sentries. They immediately ping because he saw the Visage use the sentries.
Oh, they're gonna take the fight. They want to take the fight.
Tims knows where the sentry is. He also knows he is
Jeez,
seeing
there's no sentry here.
everything.
Oh my god, this is such a good scouting.
Oh, now they do
They
see-
see him. They see him.
Okay, he's getting chain stunned up here. Will he get the carapace off? Won't get a chance to against the trolling BKBs. Paparazzi just going to BKB TP on out. It is full retreat for
Okay,
IGV.
Good call there by IGV. Otherwise, they are gonna get destroyed there because they were very split up.
There's some familiars here. It does look like they'll get over back to the trees. So
I think all in all, it was kind of a victory for TNC because they popped, what was it, a 10-second BKB? Yeah, it was 10-second BKB down. Should be a free tower for TNC. Roshan up in a bit, so that's going to be their next important fight. I think both teams are going to focus on taking over this area. So currently, Vitality has these 2 wards. I mean, this ward doesn't help too much. Okay, this one helps for the Roshan fight. That's going to be our next big battle here around the Roche pit. Hook shot.
bottom line, yep, and he hits it. Lina leading the initiation and Clockwork following it up. The pickoffs just keep on happening. TNC have just been so
They don't have
good.
a gem though. They need a gem. They need a gem on the puck.
Puck though, speaking of which, gets found out by a Nyx.
Oh, he's just the corpse.
Doesn't get there. Sand King helps bail him out. Lina though is still chasing Cicada. Ooh, blinks away from the LSA. But Sand King will not be so fortunate.
Too many pickoffs. Like the whole game, they were giving away a lot of pickoffs.
Dire did lose their career somewhere in the mix of that. Observer gets some vision for themselves.
This would be Rags actually.
Neither hero has
They have a lot
buyback.
of damage.
Sven's ultimate still has a couple of seconds left on it. It'll be at least a tower. Centaur going to go in. Just try and
Nah, this is
delay
Rags. They
things,
can't
but-
defend 20 seconds. Too long.
Oh, he gets the carapace into the cogs. Okay, he does get to the face shift. That'll should be enough to save his life. Cicada though still to orb on out of there. He gets brought down. Oh boy. That is...
That went from bad to worse.
Yeah. big kill. They may just turn and take this fight here. Tim's going to get the Carapace on the Visage. Lena's there as well. The Gravekeeper's Cloak helping make this Visage fairly tanky. We'll see TNC go away unscathed, leaving significant damage to the Vitality high ground. Visage buying a gem. This has really
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
been scouting and of mostly the Nyx, but to a extent even the Lina.
Lina, I think, also did quite a lot of scouting. Yeah, I mean, kills actually.
Yeah, she was killing, whereas Nyx was scared. And Scout, no, he can tell his team
Oh,
push
where's the
each other
gem?
left.
Where's the gem?
Visage bought it. I don't know where it is just yet. It's on the Centaur. Centaur does go in, but unfortunately for him, the Sand King's already gone down. Tims may pay with this life, but the Oracle is there to help him out, and this is actually looking like Nyx should be just fine. He's going to be healing up, and
He should be Gucci. Yeah.
he's good. You know, he's got the Golden Sun. I think that. I still don't know how Oracle spells work, Winter. It's 2017. I'm casting up 16. I don't know how Oracle works. You know, the hero, you push buttons and you hope for the best. That's my understanding.
I'm sure you know how the hero works, but you just don't know whether the false promise is gonna heal or save the guy.
Yeah. Thanks for bailing me out. You're right. I know exactly what his spells do. The Fortune's End and the Fate's End and the Fortune's Edict. Yeah.
Purifying fire.
Yeah. The Purifying Promise. You know, some great spells. Great hero. Need more heroes that are as easy to understand as Oracle.
The Puck is not having the gem. He's probably going. Okay, no. The Carapace didn't hit.
He's going to find him TPing though. That's perhaps a bigger problem.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Why does he not have the gem? Where's the gem? Where's the gem?
It was on Centaur.
I think the Puck should have the gem though, because this is going to happen to the Puck. The Nyx is going to look for the Puck. Because the Puck is going to be the main guy doing all the pushing out. I mean,
Does.
Centaur can do it. Does not.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's more like they obviously, Puck has an item slot for it, but for some reason it's been given the dust instead of the
They're
gem.
not playing. I don't know. They right now they need to just get themselves together. They can't afford any slip ups anymore. They need to play as a team and get the Roche up, take the fight. So they realize the Roche is happening. They scouted it out. They have buyback on Puck if they need to.
Yeah, TNC just say, let's not even bother. The familiars are really annoying to Roche against. They can just hide above the trees on the cliff line and just stun you.
So they need to go back mid, shut out the lane, and then figure out what they can do.
Cuckoo is fishing for kills.
They have a. Do they have a smoke? Yeah, they have a smoke. Okay. They need to push this lane out and maybe make a smoke lane.
On the IGV side.
Yeah, on IGV. They have to group up. They cannot afford any more pickoffs. Like one more pickoff, the Roche is gone. And that should spell probably another lane of Rex if they lose.
For the Courier again, the familiars, the culprit of that previous Curious Night. Oh.
Okay, that was worth. That was
Of course, yeah, that's sure to go.
Oh god.
He
I'm gonna do that next time if I see him.
Yeah, see those familiars ratting.
Oh, that feels good.
Rock it on.
Is that on cooldown? Oh no, he has another new set. Okay, I thought it was on cooldown. That would be really bad for them.
TNC themselves
TNC smoking. They have the Shivas up. Okay, this is big item. Oh, cool.
Have the spyglass at hand.
Dire scan, they see no one's up there, so...
Sven has AC and 3k. So they have both the armor items, Shiva, AC. They are very strong as a unit.
Run right into IT Vitality Super. You're in a terrible spot, my friend. Tries to force up on out, but does get forced off a second time and back to safety. TNC do not want to chase, not into the big team fight of heroes like Sand King and
If they can find the opening, it's still very possible for Vitality to get a good initiate, destroy one hero. Like, you want to kill the Oracle. You basically want to kill that guy first. You kill that guy, then you figure out how to kill the rest. Yeah. If you don't kill that guy, then you can't kill the rest.
For TNT, a hero like this is who you don't want to go on. One of the tankier heroes because of the cloak, and not a hero that's going to win a team fight like a Centaur or a Sand King.
Yeah, you want to kill the Sand King or Centaur.
Here come IGV, they're smoked up. Tims,
where's the gem? Okay, they see him.
Okay, they see him. He gets the Carapace off though. Oh, he stuns up 3. Tims. There's been some trouble, but there was going to be a false promise to bail him out to the south. It was the Sand King going down. Centaur dead as well. And Nyx is going to be just fine, I believe. He is healing up, and Sven tearing through them, chasing down Paparazzi. There's no blink available on Troll. There is one available on Raven. He'll have to stun in a second. He gets it as he forces over, and 4 dead. IGV, GG out. That was their last hurrah.
They didn't go on the, didn't able to find the Oracle first, so just like easy, pretty straightforward. They saved the target who the Centaur jumped on, they got the Force Promise off.
Tim's MVP,
They
I feel.
Stun 3 heroes. Yeah, I think
The Nyx.
fair one.
He died 0 times against a team with Gem, Sentries, Dust.
Yeah, but I think
impressive.
IGV, they played the game in a very weird manner. I think it was not good for them to play the game like this. First, I talk a lot about their early movements where they chose to help the Centaur a lot instead of focusing on. I think the lineup is actually very solid. They didn't choose to focus on the leveling of the Visage. I think Sand King should be the only one to move early and then wait for a really good opportunity to move and kill the Lina maybe at night time, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah. First smoke was too early. Vision.
And then they sat around. I'm not doing a whole lot.
That was okay. There are 2 very good awards where they awarded both the Ancients because they were against the Sven and they like steal some of the Ancients. So I think
they were pretty even for most of the early to mid
warding
game.
Puck and farming on the Troll. Troll and Puck, they were leading in the early game.
Puck does not end the game with a very high impact.
It's like the movement. The movement. There was like something like wrong with the movement with who pushing out what lane and who is showing on the map. I think item wise, it's just mainly the Gem. I don't think anyone else could have bought. Right. I'm just maybe just if you really want to talk about the item, maybe just about the Centaur not wanting to go for Axe. He went for Halberd. He was trying to battle Halberd. He didn't get it. But yeah,
ultimately,
but ultimately it's the
movement.
movement.
Yeah,
and who farming what lane, pushing out, how they are pushing out. The Gem is not on the Puck, and he got caught like twice, 3 times. Too many pickoffs. They gave away too many pickoffs when they were really strong with the triple daggers at one point, the Sand King, Puck, and Centaur, and that led to like I mean they still got the first Roshan, but then the second Roshan they did not get because they were quite far behind because of all the small pickoffs here and there, and then Nyx scouting them out. The crucial bottom fight where the Troll had Aegis, but he was the last person to die, so it didn't matter.
Okay, and that does it. Game 1. We're going to take a bit of a quick break, guys, and be back with Game 2 of TNC versus IG.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Looking for hit.
I think Bounty Hunter we've seen
Bounty
a little
Hunter's
bit.
okay. Bounty Hunter, then you want to pair with Tinker, but Tinker is not around. I mean, still possible. Bounty maybe with like a Storm. Because you want to pair Bounty with like a pick-off hero, like a killing hero. A mid-killing hero. Lina, Storm, Tinker.
Yep.
What else is there? There's just Slada. Yeah, Slada could be nice.
Dyer's
See what
turn.
they go for. Oh, they go for Bounty.
Yeah, none of your Ricky Slaughter nonsense.
I'm
They're on my page winter.
I'm a Ricky fan gay, you know. I like Ricky. Ricky is very, very fun. Bounty, so what's Bounty gonna provide them here? So he's gonna give them like the vision with the track.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
Not just with the track, but with this. He's the scouting hero. You
Yeah,
know?
with
They
the
love to get Tims on a scouting
I mean,
role.
if you say scouting, then you could argue that the Ricky would be
Yeah.
also a very good scout. But regardless, they go for the Lich. We've seen so many Lich picks here working well. Safe lane Lich, in contrast of the off-lane Lich we used to see a lot. Right now, most of the teams, the way they start are pretty similar. The Lich goes to the mid lane, denies the range creep, then moves to the safe lane to secure the safe lane. Because like Dota nowadays, like you tend to see games where your safe lane gets pressure a lot because you see this kind of like, for example, a bad rider bounty coming to your safe lane to mess with your lane, and then you have the Lich to just stabilize the lane, and you're gonna allow the position 4 to have a lot of freedom in terms of roaming the other lanes, because your safe lane is pretty much more or less secured.
Oh.
So with bounty, probably good pairings. Lina, Quab, yeah, those kind of heroes.
Yeah, Corp sounds quite good here actually with
Lina, Quab.
this draft.
What other options they have?
Cuckoo, I mean, you could always go back for some of those like Cuckoo PL type heroes you mentioned. They may do that. They get the Timbersaw. This is not like an immediately obvious Timbersaw game when you see these 3 IGV heroes. It doesn't counter any of them particularly.
Why is the Timbersaw pick here so?
It's pretty good against Weaver in the sense like you don't kill the Weaver, but Weaver also doesn't kill Timber
Feels
at all.
like they're gonna go for like some anti-mage late game for a late game assurance, because Bad Rider Timber, they're gonna draw a lot of attention to them, and I think Timber is quite good against Weaver.
Yeah, it just kind
in
of
the
tickles
game.
you.
But maybe it's just gonna be a mid Timber, because I know Raven and Cuckoo, they both play the hero.
Well, that's where it's flexible. They pick up a hero that can go mid or
Yeah,
safe lane.
even though I say Timber's good against Weaver, but I don't think they're gonna put like Cuckoo on like some Bad Rider. I don't.
Yeah, well, I think it's good against Weaver just like in the mid game. Like you don't have to lane them against each other. It can be good against Weaver without laning against him.
Lich does not do anything to Timber.
This
Your
is-
armor is useless against Timber. Your spells are not useful. But
This is
Doom
the,
on the other hand,
LFY
yeah, Doom on the other hand is quite good
fix.
against Timber.
Yeah.
Lich Doom.
LFY were playing this a lot. Cloud9 even kind of picked it up once, I think, because of that. Doom seemed to be getting some play from time to time.
Still have to be very careful of a possible anti-mage incoming, and then they can't do
5
anything.
seconds
The
remaining.
heroes are not. I mean, Doom is so. Even though on paper you say, "Oh, I Doom the anti-mage," but realistically, how many times can you Doom the AM? Because Doom has a very long wind-up before you cast the spell, and then at some point the AM is probably going to have like Lincoln's Axe, those kind of annoying stuff, and then making it very difficult for you to get the Doom on him. Oh, we'll see. Let's see after what they're gonna go for here. They ban out the Storm, so they ban out Storm. Guess
So
they
we're
don't.
going to pick anti-mage. If you ban Storm. Probably not.
Probably not, but they don't have very good heroes against Storm, I guess, because they don't have many stuns. Like they only have Lasso and Global Silence.
They have Silence. I mean, Silence
It's
is
a long
something.
cooldown.
Yeah.
You don't have like because both of the spells are ultis, and Bad Rider's Lasso is not a long cooldown, but still ulti.
It
So
does.
and the other two heroes don't have stuns.
Yeah. It really feels like they do need a building hitter right now. Timbersaw Bat, absolutely nothing to take objectives with on the TNC side. They
Yeah.
can kill heroes just fine, but
10 seconds.
Lina would have been okay. Do you feel like they need
I
something even
don't
more?
know though. I think
like-
they need a very big hero.
Yeah, I think like
Feels-
the Raven heroes, like the Sven, the Terrorblade, these are the kind of heroes
Yeah.
I'd rather see coming out from TNC with the Timbersaw potentially playing mid. They will know the matchup. They'll get to see what IGV pick up and get a better understanding of whether Timber can go mid or not. And then we can kind of go from there if you're TNC.
But they need to like try to understand what TNC is trying to do though. Then, if you don't understand your opponents very well, then it becomes really unclear that what you're gonna pick here. So they're gonna go for the push.
Objective taker, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Well, Timber can definitely go mid
but
now.
Timber is gonna. I mean he's gonna
He
win the lane,
wins,
but
but-
DK is still fine because
Yeah.
he got like a lot of buffs to his brief fire in the previous, not the previous patch, but the last few patches. So I mean, he's still gonna have his farm. Timber's gonna get more farm. I think it's like 6-4 probably, like 6-4, 65, 35, but playable for the Dragon Knight.
Where does TNC
Let's see the anti-mage. I'm an anti-mage fan.
I'm gonna go. Oh, we don't want to back.
What else can they go for here? So they have Timber Sword is damaged.
They don't. Physical damage against like Lich Armor DK is not necessarily the best, but it still feels like you want something that has physical damage for taking buildings. Nice rack.
This team is like they're gonna pick like a really carry. I think a carry hero.
Sven Terrorblade.
Kuku's gonna play the Timber. Yeah, they're gonna pick like Sven Terrorblade, AM, Morphing, those kind of heroes.
I think Sven is actually just fine this game. They want to play the same hero. Wait and see with the Silencer lane. Will be a PL. Okay, we talked about this at the very start of the draft. It kind of has lost.
Because of the ban, we said that they ban Naga and Tinker, so they don't have any other red heroes. No, they still have PR. So in the end, it's gonna be mid Timber Saw against DK, PL Silencer, safe lane. So overall lanes, I think TNC is gonna have 2 good lanes. If it's Lich Doom top, I think they're gonna be able to win the bot lane and the mid lane with the bounty.
Yeah. So you think IGV can win one lane with the Lich, but that's about it.
Wait, but if IGV do Lich safe lane with the Weaver and Conquer Roam, then I think the top and mid is gonna. Either way, I think they're gonna have a hard time in 2 of their lanes. Lich can only help 1 lane, and the other 2 lanes will be good for TNC.
Yep.
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
so the lane where the Lich goes is the lane you think that will do well.
I'm trying to figure out if they can actually still swap things around to make.
I mean, perhaps Weaver can do fine against the Batrider kind of alone, perhaps with the Kunkka helping out. Like Kunkka Weaver can.
Yeah, but there's gonna be a bounty there. I think the bounty will be messing around bottom lane with the Bat, because he doesn't really need. You don't really want to go mid to kill a DK. Like it's not that easy early on. But once Timber has levels, then it can be possible. But in the early stage, I think you want to focus on helping the Bat, because that is the lane where highest kill potential. So I think he's very likely going to do that. And it really depends on how IGV lanes it is. If they leave Weaver alone, Conquer Roam, or they're going to do the Lich safely. I'm not sure what is the best for them, because I feel like regardless of what they do, they can only win 1 lane.
We'll see how things will go for the 2 teams. Tim's going to go to the offlane with some wards. Lich does the same down bottom, as we'll see the first couple of wards coming out. They block. They get the double block on this pull camp. So, I mean, you mentioned Tim's really wanting to mess with the offlane with the Bat. This warding setup does suggest that when you block this pull camp.
Good point, Parker. So, they're leaving the medium camp so that the Bat can maybe use it later. So, I think overall that's very likely their game plan.
Tim's spotted in the mid lane, I believe.
See how IGV. So the Lich is set up here. Conquer's. I think that it is going to be a door off lane. Lich plus Doom.
At least, well, I mean, you mentioned he's going to deny the mid creep, so he may, after denying the mid creep, could go anywhere. If he does, he actually is headed slightly towards bottom, so could see that.
Yeah, I think the Weaver is going to just be alone. Conquer will be like maybe there, maybe not. You know. Maybe try to pull 1 wave, but I think he's gonna focus on the other lanes more.
It is a lane where, like you mentioned, Weaver can threaten the Bat. If you hit a torrent with the Weaver beetles, you can actually kill that Bat very easily. But Bat is going safe lane, interestingly enough. It's gonna be an aggro.
Oh, he got the bounty.
Yeah, Bat gets the bounty rune and.
No, I mean the bounty stole the room.
Oh, bounty stole the room. He got the the mid one. Yeah.
In July, he might be in trouble. He's not choosing to use his Scorch Earth.
That's getting Scorched Earth is a big problem here.
He doesn't want to do that, but not the biggest deal because you have the Lich on the lane, so he's gonna be able to pull. It's gonna be like annoying if you are alone in the lane when you do this, but because Lich is here, then he didn't choose to deny the middle creep. He chose to use it on the bottom lane, so they're gonna primarily focus on helping the Doom.
Weaver's TP bottom though. They have not about these lanes. Injalai will TP up top, but now he's going to be in that top lane with Scorched Earth. He really wants to have Devouring pick up a neutral creep as early as possible, but...
Yeah. They want the Lich to be up against the PL, I mean the Doom Lich to be up against the PL and the Weaver against the Bat Rider. That's ideal setup.
The other big problem with top lane is they can't use the pull camp now. You're against an aggro lane, you often want to go for pulls, but that is not available. Very concerning, perhaps.
Team's still waiting for the courier.
DK already has his salve though, so not really any items he's going to be bringing out until he finishes his bottle, I imagine, at this point.
He's actually having a hard time here in the first few waves. Look at the CS discrepancy, and he has still more creeps than the Timber on the lane, so Timber is going to be able to pull ahead even more. Not doing too well now.
Another Sentry Ward coming out from Super, that one not finding anything, so definitely some concerns there. Tim's is mid, spotted by this Sentry. Just going to do some harass here.
Top lane, Doom is also taking a huge beating here in the laning phase, not doing too well.
We talked about TNC winning
Yep.
2 of the lanes in the Lich lane.
And
It feels
RGB
like,
is gonna win the Lich lane.
but even right now, it feels like that lane's going fine for Bat, so it doesn't even feel
Yeah,
like
because
they're winning
they
one lane.
were TPing around moving lanes, so I think eventually they're gonna win this lane because you're gonna like keep denying and gaining the level advantage. But the other 2 lanes are gonna be not doing so well as I expected.
Seeing that here for sure. Bounty just freed up to move around, pick up Bounty Runes.
Trying to kill the mid lane now. T-Burn is smoked up on his silencer. Very early rotation.
An unexpected one at that. Bounty is
Might
going to
be
get his
able
Orb
to
of
kill.
Venom.
Might be able to kill because of the bounty and the Whirling Death.
Bounty's just about to hit level 2. He really wants to get like 1 creep. They're going to start going in. Tims has got boots, so they should be able to chase him.
Oh, he has
down
Orb of
here.
Venom on the Timber. He is not getting away.
Yeah, Tims picked up an Orb of Venom, but in the context of yeah, Cuckoo having one as well.
Gosh, Cuckoo has the Orb of Venom. I mean, it's really good in a melee against melee matchup. Very difficult for DK to play this lane.
Especially Timbersaw, you want to just right-click your opponent in mid because that draws the creep aggro and then you get reactive armor charge. So it's actually the perfect time to have on a Timbersaw in this kind of 1v1.
Oh,
Tim sees the courier.
Oh. Okay, no.
That
That would have been a total disaster for Sakata, losing the chick.
Sakata is leaving. He doesn't need the courier. He just wants to keep it there so Bounty doesn't.
So right
it.
now, Super TP'd, move his way back to top lane. So they are choosing to secure this lane. They feel bottom. Weaver's farming okay, like 18 CS.
He's PL's now down there against that Weaver, so it looks like lane swaps all over the place.
They don't want the PL in the Lich lane.
Yeah, he wants to make sure he gets farm, and he can do okay here versus the Weaver. Has the Poor Man's Shield, has an Orb of Venom, triple Orb of Venom team. There we go. All about that oof.
Okay, so another lane swap. Doom is poking or TPing bot.
Weaver's back top, you know. This is musical lanes.
Yep.
Somebody needs to put the music back on, so...
Double damage.
You know, the mid lane, which is not moving, that's where Cuckoo is feeling good.
Oh yeah. Just runs in Cicada.
Oh, he is like having the time of his life. He's going to be level 6 fairly soon, and that's when the DK will be in danger of dying.
Scans out the rotation coming in from the Bounty and the Silencer.
Gosh, this lane is so bad right now for him. He can't even go up to get XP. Timber is just abusing him.
Steven's just like, okay, he backs off, I put a DD rune, let's start taking this tier 1 tower, I think. Actually, how do you defend this tier 1 tower? Perhaps if Lich had, like, could come in with an ice armor,
with
but
no help, there's no way.
this tower's
It's too early.
gonna die.
Because of the way Timber works as a hero, he's gonna be able to abuse and block the creeps like this. And your creeps are hitting on the tower. Oh, that was so bad for them.
A lot of damage being done to that tier 1 tower. They won't fully take it down just yet. I think Timber is probably just like, let me get my level 6. Go away, Theben. I love you, bro, but I also need to get my levels.
So I can kill the DK.
Exactly. And then come back when I'm level 6, is what he's saying. Then we can get the tower, get the kill. Bounty, I haven't really seen too much out of this roaming Bounty Hunter. Not that that's a problem. I think teams have gotten very good at just dealing with Bounty Hunter. It was such a top pick for such a long time. It's received a lot of nerfs
you
for his
think
early
about
game.
the lanes, it's a Weaver, Dragon Knight and Doom, all 3 tanky heroes. It's not that easy for him to roam and create a pressure to kill. But I mean, overall, mid lane is still quite possible to kill now because of what happened in the early stages. DK is very far behind now.
He's just getting deep ward, stealing all the bounty runes. He'll gradually get his levels, and it just feels like Bounty's,
you know, bro.
Yeah,
Track.
it actually feels like Bounty's biggest impact comes with track, whereas in the past it was like levels 1 through 3, the hero was incredibly strong, but that's no longer the case as much.
He's still pretty fast now at level 1. He got a buff and no speed.
Yep.
It's quite fast compared to the other roamers. Bot lane, some action here in July, getting
Gets the Scorched Earth off.
slowed down by the silencer and the PL, forcing a Scorch Earth. Sakata is under a lot of pressure now mid lane. He's always
Raven close. He's gonna salve up.
on the other hand, Bat Rider is also getting quite. He is same net both with the DK. Still okay for the
He's
Bat.
more than the Doom too, so
Yeah, this is good for them.
he can always farm jungle if he feels like he needs to have some catch up.
I mean, like I said, against Weaver, it's a pretty difficult matchup for a Bat Rider. So you get what you can, don't die, and the other lanes are gonna do well, you know. So like TNC, you're winning the other 2 lanes. He just needs to make sure he doesn't die and he jungles and gets his levels and lane whenever he can.
TNC are definitely winning this lane stage pretty handily for the time being. Bounty will find out the Kunkka rotating on in. Also sees the Lich. These escape wards really helping out early on. And this mid tier 1 tower with a siege creep. Looks like this is going to be the end of that tier 1 mid. Something Kunkka is swooping on in to try and prevent. But this is just Timbersaw in a nutshell. So good at doing this. Super going to get found. As this dogfight, the 2-man Chakram and Super's just straight up dead here. Nothing they can do about it. Tower dies to the siege creep.
They're gonna try and kill the Kunkka as well.
Yep, it looks like they should be able to do so. Cuckoo is just so beastly here.
Oh, Sakata might be in trouble too.
Yeah, he's got a TP on out. Nothing to cancel that TP. Oh, they do. Oh, does he cancel that himself?
Oh,
or is it a
he
Shuken?
cancelled it.
Okay. Did not catch my eye on that one. But Cuckoo getting fairly low. He's got a lot of reactive armor. The magic damage is going to be enough to bring him down. And the return from Paparazzi.
That was 5 heroes from IGV against the 3 on TNC, but it was what, even trade? They lost the Lich, Kunkka, and the DK. Yeah, no, 3 for 3. Same.
Yeah,
and
3 for 3.
Vitality had 5
I think
heroes.
you're fine. I mean, you're going to
They
lose
lost
that
the tower.
anyway.
They lost the
Yeah.
tower, but oh my god, that was still really good for TNC.
It was. I mean, Paparazzi's going to be super happy with his rotation there. He got the big kills. He got like 700
did he
gold
get
out of it.
the Timber kill?
Yeah, he got Timber and the Silencer, so he got triple kill.
Okay.
He got all 3. Yeah, triple kill for Paparazzi.
Okay,
So
then that's good for him.
it was definitely good for Paparazzi. For the team as a whole, I think it's concerning.
Yeah.
Because while that's going
they
on...
brought 5 heroes and they still lost the tower.
Yeah, and look at these side lanes. They're being pressured. Sam H is getting this top tower down to half health. PL is starting to chip at bottom and is free farming, so... the side lanes, by bringing 5 heroes mid, the 2 side lanes suddenly TNC can farm a lot in.
Oh, Courier. Oh my
Good
god.
Solo kill from Raven onto the Lich, and yeah, we'll see if that Courier does get found. It looks like Bounty was actually caught out. Drops down a ward after getting dusted there. Tim's with a beetle on himself will be going down. Not much they can do about that one. Good pickup for IG Vitality.
Oh, the Timber. Here he comes to pressure another tower.
Yep.
So this is their next immediate objective here. They have a deep ward down, thanks to Bounty. So Timber's gonna feel pretty safe here. He's actually so hard to kill now. They are going to need Doom and maybe another 2 heroes. Doom him and 2 heroes hitting him down and chasing him down. God, she's so difficult to deal with now for them. Like every time they try to kill the Timber, even if they kill the Timber, the other lanes are going to be pressured a lot. And dog fights, getting run down by the Bat here.
Tried to exit back, but even that will not be enough. More bottom. Doom and Lich, their rotation spotted by Bounty. This is Tim's, in a nutshell, this series. Just always scouting these heroes. Reveal himself and poke it in July. Weaver looking for the Sam H kill. Now Firefly, Sam H may just go down here. Flame breaks him back a little bit. Needs to get to that shrine. Doesn't actually have a shrine to use, and that is going to be dead Bat Rider, I can only imagine. Yep, alright, we'll seal the deal.
Yeah, but Timber got the top tower, so it's still good for TNC.
Whoa, Lich is level 4. I've never seen a level 4 Lich in 10 minutes in.
No boots, he's struggling a lot because he was moving a lot.
Well, they tried to get the bounty. He took the rune and they knew he was nearby, but they missed with the dust.
Yep.
Just by using sacrifice, you normally see Liches get an easy level 6 by this time.
Level 6 by 8 minutes, I think. 7-8 minutes. Quite normal for him. But right now, Timber just got the tower, so he bought his hood.
Good luck killing him now.
He is so hard to kill now.
He may actually find some kills
Just
up top.
Doom. They need
coming
the
in.
Doom.
Well, Bounty saw this. He knows it's coming. Can he turn it around though? He doesn't get the hood off.
He's quite tanky.
He may actually live here with the rotations from Sam H. The silence comes out as well. There is no lasso though, and that perhaps is going to be the death of the Timbersaw. Really needed that. The regen is almost enough to save his life.
The Doom was almost ending.
Yeah, Doom was just about to end, and unfortunately he does go down there. He was baiting, but he just couldn't quite survive his way through it. Sam H. got a lasso, needs to use it. Ooh.
Okay.
Gemini attack gets him despite the lasso going out.
So this Weaver is actually very, very strong now.
Yeah, if not for the fact he had all the items he's got, it's fairly formidable. Just with the Dragon Lance and those cheap, cost-effective items, that Timber could have, if he survives there, it's just...
Yeah, but how are they gonna kill the Timber now? Doom is gonna take a long cooldown. That's the only way they can kill him. So he's gonna try and force right now. Like he was very systematic, one tier 1 at a time. Now he's moving bot to take the tier 1 because he knows how strong he is right now in the game. There's not much the enemy team can do to him if they don't have Doom. And the other lanes are pretty much gonna be open because they're gonna have to. If they want to defend this tower, they need a lot of manpower here. Which I don't see IGV being able to do now. Lich is level 5, no Doom. Konga's level 6. They might try actually. They might try. I'm not sure if they can kill him.
Not easy. Here comes Paparazzi, wants to go on the support. 1437 gets jumped in. Oh boy, he's going to drop fast. Timbersaw can't do anything about that. He's just sitting behind here. He's kind of isolated and alone. PL is nearby as well. Trying to sit Timber Chain away. Does not get the time right.
Look at
Cuckoo. Can he fight his way through this one? With the PL's backup, he might just be able to do so.
Okay.
He's coming in from the Dragon Knight. PL needs to get out. Raven, though, does not have a doppelganger, and unfortunately is going to go down here. And you kind of mentioned it, IGV, they can defend. They're going to need numbers, and that's exactly what they do. They bring their entire 5-man squad, and TNC perhaps just overextending in a couple different positions. You know, they made it top, failing because they didn't have the numbers, and that push there.
They didn't have a ward around the shrine area. They didn't know that the enemy and the bounty wasn't here. Like what should happen was either they have a ward around the shrine area, so then they are going to understand that, oh, they're TPing in right now, we need to be very careful. Because they didn't know, then they were just like still hitting the tower and they just died.
Yeah, sounds
they have Doom now. Okay, they have Doom now.
Timbersaw does get protected by the global silence. He's just going to run forward. I think he knows with 20 reactive charges, he is out-regenning the Doom damage. That is one confident Timbersaw. The Chain Frost does, does start bouncing around, going between two heroes, and that's actually going to be perhaps the death of Cuckoo. He is no longer doing the Chain Frost.
Oh, bounce!
Okay,
oh my god,
he barely survived.
He took like, what, 4 bounces there?
Yeah,
and a Doom?
That hood is saving his life. Luckily, Cicada was not there as well. Cuckoo now going to chase forward with all the reactive charges. He is regenning up. Cuckoo is definitely one of those players who is just a treasure to watch with how aggressive he plays.
Yeah, that move where he just stood there and fought and he went in. Oh. Knows his limits, man.
Some of them.
I know.
We say that when top lane he saw them coming and still baited a Doom and died, but yeah, he pushes his limits. You know, he tests his limits is what I would say, and more often than not is right.
Hope you were godlike now. Another kill on the support. Does on teams, but he has a haste, no Proberino. Mid lane, Sakata in all sorts of trouble, but did not get the lasso. Oh, it's on cooldown.
Try and push it back with the flame break. That may be enough to get the kill. Down. Timbersaw, Cuckoo, 1800 gold. Probably see the Bloodstone first, I imagine.
Yep. Probably. Actually, thinking about their lineup, they don't have a very good catch against Weaver, yeah? Only global silence. Not good. Weaver has quite a good matchup from the like the matchup that he has right now in this game. It's very hard for them to catch him, so he's gonna be able to like run around in fights very freely once he gets the Lincolns EP or BKB.
Come TNC, the X going to start the fight off as Samich gets pulled back in. They can't really control this Weaver. He has been silenced up. The Shuriken bouncing through all three. Have got vision of Weaver thanks to the track. TNC now going to try and fight underneath the global silence. They're chasing for the Kunkka, but Cuckoo unable to get close enough. And now it's IGV's turn. They may look to turn around, but
top lane though, getting pressured.
This is the split push. Raven going for this Boots of Trouble first. I love the build. It just allows him to play alone on one side of the map while his team fight, and then if he is really needed, he can TP on
Yeah, they don't have very good wave clear this game for IG Vitality. They don't push out waves very quickly, so good read there by Raven. Understanding that this game he can speed push quite effectively. Mid lane, Sakata gonna get caught out. Oh, no, didn't get.
Split pushes effectively, and then he can also come in and fight.
Chain
fairly
Force
effectively.
bouncing around, but no one dying.
July has got Doom. He's not going to get a chance to use it though.
So annoying, they're like moving them around, and they push up bottom lane. And right now they can't get a kill. You rotated like so many heroes in from IGV, but you can't get a kill, and you're all tracked out. They have vision. Oh, Timber's gonna get
He's going to get doomed.
but
Stuns
he's
up as
quite
well.
tanky,
Yeah,
and he has track move speed.
they're going to need more to kill him, I believe.
He's getting reactive now. Oh, okay, no, he's trying to deny.
Okay.
Wait, I thought he would have been able to live though. He
Yeah,
had the
if he
track move speed. If he just ran normally, I felt he could have played. Maybe he was expecting someone to TP on the shrine.
Yeah,
So he didn't want to run up.
didn't have vision of the
Yeah,
shrine.
because
If
they
any
did.
hero TPs in, he's just dead. as
Because
they come in.
there was no vision. Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's actually fair.
But what were you saying about him knowing his limits, Winter?
Well.
No, he's definitely a fun, exciting player to watch, and we've seen him do some fantastic stuff with the
Yeah,
TNC team.
I like watching players like this. Very fun.
Reminds me a lot of like Sumail. You know, for the most part, he's very much in control, but every now and then he'll just do some crazy
The
shit.
extreme one would be QO.
Yeah, he's not at the QO level. PL being chased down a little bit by this Weaver.
Oh, he might. Okay, he's fine. It's like he might be in trouble. The Weaver has a lot of damage.
The Diffusal Blade completed there, and Paparazzi now going to go back to the Lincolns. Has not really felt threatened by the lasso. He has not even come close to dying really this game. Bottom lane, Dragon Knight going to get caught by this gang as Cuckoo gets
Okay,
himself another kill.
crack kill, big kill. More heroes around the neighborhood.
July, your friend just died. Do not go too close.
He is
away.
okay.
And,
It's quite fast with the drums.
Bounty.
meanwhile, bottom.
Still quite worrisome though. Like even though the Weaver is really strong now, but TNC is just moving around, speed pushing with the bots on the PL and Timber. They are pushing out lanes very quickly with the Timber, Barrett. All these heroes push out very quickly. And they just need to make sure teams tracks down the Doom. Like that's the Doom and the Weaver. Those are the two important heroes that they need to know. Oh, where's this guy? Where's that guy? Oh, X mark top. Stampage get caught.
Go shift as well. Does go down.
Yeah,
Beyond
easy kill.
like
Weaver is
0.
dishing out the deeps, bro.
Zoning right now.
Shadow Blade on
Raven.
Sakata,
Ooh.
brand new one.
Does he want? He wants to go on Raven. He needs to find the real one, and he will do so as Raven retreats. The global silence used very quickly though, just to defend the retreat. Tim's will get caught in the process.
That's okay for them. The carry carries out.
Same Henry does now have a diffusal blade completed on the courier.
This Weaver is a big problem right now. So they're not. What do they need to build to kill this Weaver?
I don't know if there's any items really. I mean, Bat.
Bat
Yeah.
is like it's not gonna be easy for Bat to get him. I think at some point you're gonna have to get a Hex. You're kind of hoping that maybe Silencer gets fat, or yeah, Hex on Silencer.
If you get track kills, could get one.
Timber maybe could get it at some point down the road. PR maybe a Abyssal. Yeah, they're gonna need these kind of items to lock him down because their lineup is not good against a slippery hero like Weaver.
The other hope is you can just ignore him, perhaps. If you
I don't see that working now, he's too strong.
someone like a PL can kind of ignore him and put illusions on him and then just burn his mana. That
But
could be
he can
very annoying.
Shokochi around, that's why
Yeah.
it's so annoying.
Yeah, because he is going to ignore the PL.
And you can't remove the bug with your doppelganger, so you can't juke. He always knows which is the real PL. So yeah, that's gonna be very problematic for the PL until he gets a lot of items. Timber, Bloodstone completed with the hood right now. Team fight wise, Vitality still feels very strong with the chain and the bolt, and plus the doom. So these are the 3 big spells they have. Global Silence not up yet. TNC does not feel comfortable moving out.
Yeah, hiding. They are playing very much in the dark here. Their entire jungle is black. They did see a TP. They saw the Dragonite TP and Shadowblade.
Look at the vision. Op Sentry, Op Sentry, Op Sentry, Observer Sentry area covered. So it's going to be very difficult for the Bounty Hunter to just play around bot area. They're going to have to switch and play the other jungle.
I think they've recognized their mistakes from last game against the Knicks, not having that constant Op Sentry detection placed on the map. So making up for it here in game number 2. Raven does snipe the top tier 2 tower. Something IGV were not intent on defending. They're looking to trade a little bit for bottom, but say trade, it could just be more towers going down as TNC pressure mid. I feel like IGV needs to start thinking about how are we going to defend these lanes. We don't want to just be trading here.
They're not pushing as fast, that's the thing.
Yeah, PL's even going to be chipping away at the top tier 3 tower in a second, so...
Well, they might be thinking of getting a pick off here with the global. They are setting up.
If they can create some space for the PLs, considering rotating towards the mid lane.
Drop a ward first, maybe? Yeah, okay, drop the ward.
They can go on the Doom, that'd be fantastic. I mean, any of these targets could be big for them. Weaver for now, staying bottom. Trying to maximize his damage output. The top tier 3 tower even taking a bit of damage.
They did not take the bot tier 2 and they lost their mid tier 2.
And, I mean, the top was basically dead.
400 damage.
Now they all TP out.
They did 400 damage as well to the tier 3. That is very, very good for TNC. Vitality has to handle this split push much better.
Problem for Paparazzi is once he was alone bottom, he didn't want to solo push the lane because someone like Bat can initiate on him and just bring him down.
They need they probably need a dagger or Shadow Blade on the Doom at some point.
Yeah.
He's building a BKB first though.
Guess they've got the Shadow Blade on Dragonite. He's kind of meant to be the initiator. He can Shadow Blade him with a stun.
It's gonna be nice to have one. I think at some point he's gonna need it on the Doom. Like either one of the items, dagger or Shadow Blade. Probably dagger. Yeah, he has dagger queued up.
A full Silver Edge is going to be DK's first item, wanting to counter the Timbersaur's passive.
Oh, it doesn't really fully counter though. If he already has the stacks, then...
Correct.
But I guess he still remove his overall damage. That's... I mean, that's still quite good.
Okay. If you go on him before he's got the stacks, you can make him a lot easier.
But I'm just saying, like, it's not reliable. What if he already... Like usually Timbersaw players, what they do is, like, they know a big fight is coming, they go to the jungle to just charge up the reactive armor and then come to the fight.
Well, it's only the 19-second duration, so they do wear off, but yeah. Go TNC just playing the vision and split push game more than anything right now. The bounty tracks people up, they find where heroes are, and then they push another lane. When IGV were bottom, they push mid, they push top.
They're trying to get Midas on the silence, so I think this is good decision.
Yeah. Get the supports.
I mean, I know I've been not too happy about, like, sometimes games yesterday and the day before, sometimes I see a Midas and I'm like, this is not a very good Midas. I remember the Death Prophet Midas and the Prophet Midas, which I wasn't too sure about. But this game, I think the Silencer Midas is... It might be late, but it's good for the game.
Killer bottom, it looks like. Well, actually, there we go. There's the Silver Edge Winter. He breaks him. No armor for you. And he gets Doom. Meanwhile, bottom lane, I believe they are killing the Kunkka, but it's the Timbersaw, the bigger kill. And will likely be enough damage.
Oh no, still do. But they got a track kill on...
Lich TP's out.
They got a track kill bottom, so it's still quite good for them. 2 hero track kill, but Paparazzi is on T-Bun's tail.
Oh, the damage there. He does not want to chase.
He's not diving.
Yeah, he does not have the Lincolns yet, so is afraid of the Bat Rider, I imagine.
They didn't use Lasso. Yeah, that's actually why. I'm like, why is he scared? I thought the Bat was bottom. He didn't Lasso the Kunkka. That's why.
It does reveal the fact there was an Observer Ward there, so Theben able to find and snipe that one.
That was actually not too bad for TNC. They traded, what was it, a Doom? A Doom on the Timber. He died, he respawned quickly, and they got a track kill on the Kunkka with 2 heroes around. That was actually quite okay for them in the grand scheme of things, because Doom is a very long cooldown spell. So TNC, they were able to chip the tower, another 400 damage on the tier 3 at top lane.
Oh yeah.
That was quite good for them. So Vitality, they have to try and catch the PL at some point. They can't let him just split push.
Feels like the PL is the bigger problem than the Timber at this point.
Yeah, Timber already done his job. Like, he was the early distraction, you know. He forced everyone to go on him, like taking all the towers, and then the PL was farming all the way. Got his early boots of travel. That's like a very greedy build on PL. It's like getting a Midas, you know. You get that bots first PL, you're not gonna help your team, you're just split farming, pressuring the lanes.
Even wants his Midas, he's...
Midas is up soon, right?
Yeah. 1900. And last hit. Sad times.
IGV has and try to find a way to fight now. Get the lanes out, push the lanes out. You see, he already has it, right?
Yeah, he just picked it up.
Yeah, they should push the lanes out, try to push the lanes out and fight. They are the ones that are more desperate in getting something started now. They can't just let the game, you know, right now the game is like, oh, the lanes push over, Raven tries to hit chip your tower a bit and they back off, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That's not good for IG Vitality. They have to try and take a fight.
Yeah, IGV are kind of grouped here. It looked like they want to smoke, but then they're like, wait a second.
Oh, double smoke.
Top lane is pushing out. So
who has the vision? Who has the vision?
Samh, oh, he pops. He's going to go in on the Doom. Oh, Doom BKBs. The global stance is there. Have they got the physical damage? Raven's trying to bring him down, but cannot do so. Needs to be careful.
Oh, Doom!
Yeah. That's not the way TNC wanted to start that fight. The Doom very quick with his BKB. The follow-up pickoff is going to be on the Timbersaw. Have they got the damage? May look to chain himself to the north, but he's being down.
Oh,
Papa runs, carrying them apart.
Great reaction from Injury there. He was able to pop that BKB. Otherwise, I think he probably would have been dead after that if he didn't get the BKB off.
He goes in. There's no sentry.
Oh, no! Oh shit! No sentry.
Oh, he throws a torrent.
Oh my god, that would have been such a big disaster for IGV. No sentry.
Casually gets the Aegis.
Yeah. It's a big turn of events here from IGV. Great play by them. I think mainly in July, being able to react to pop that BKB.
Well, I mean, once he BKBs and you've committed the lasso global, at that
global,
point, like,
and you don't kill him, you're basically getting out. And they didn't get out in time as well. They got the PR got doomed, so that fight was straightforward over.
Raven in the split second decided, oh, let's try and kill him through the BKB, but
then they realized they couldn't.
Yeah, realized he couldn't. If he'd come to that realization before he tried, he would have at least been able to escape.
Yeah.
I think they're going to lose one or two heroes there, but
the supports will probably die, but at least the PL can still keep pushing the lane.
Exactly. PL was the one who needed to just not commit there, but once he commits, he put himself in a bad spot. TNC actually smoke right back up. They want to fight while Doom is down. They are doing this without global though. That is, to me, a small concern, but
not sure about this move though. It's quite risky. They have Aegis.
They need to get some vision down.
This is quite risky.
It doesn't look like it's gonna pan out too much.
Oh, they see them now. This is dangerous. They see them now. They're under vision. It's bad.
Weaver can just go charge again. He's got Aegis. Could find Raven here. Comes up the Beatles. The 4-staff will get him away as IGV will not find any kills.
So
like
now the Doom,
very dangerous.
Now the Doom has dagger BKB. Okay, this is gonna be a very strong timing for Vitality. They have everything they need for the fights. Weaver's building into illusion clearing items. He has the Maelstrom now. Okay, IGV is in a very good position in the game now. They just need to make sure lanes are pushed out so that whatever they do, whichever fight they try to take, Raven's not going to be able to split push the top tower. The top tier 3 is less than half HP. They do not want the PL to be on top of that tower.
That's where TNC really were excelling, and that's where I feel that was 2 smokes kind of in a row from TNC where they wanted to force a fight. It just hasn't been the game plan that's worked for them. When they've gone into IGV for these team fights is where IGV has come out on top.
So another BKB done. IGV is reaching the point where they have this 5-man deathball, if they can actually deathball down one lane, and it will be incredibly difficult for TNC to hold them off. So right now TNC's main priority and main concern is to keep all the lanes out so that the 5-man push can arrive in the door, in their front door. They need to buy as much time as they can.
Seems unlikely to happen.
Timber is going to need like a lot of items now. He's going to be considering maybe Axe or like getting a Linken's maybe.
He's going to complete the Shivers now. We'll see where he goes next. Yeah, the Linken seems like an item they want to get at least one of. Samh, be careful. Oh, he's been X.
He's probably
dead. Kind of.
Oh, they missed the timing. He missed the timing.
Perfect. Samh got the perfect timing. He will get found. May be able to buy some time with the Firefly and Blink Dagger.
Oh, Raven is the bigger target. He managed to juke them with the illusion. Good play, good play. Good play.
Oh, now he's going to go away with the real one. DK, he's got another doppelganger though. He gets broken, but he gets out of there to the south. No TP for 10 seconds.
He's fine now.
That's still alive, Sam H!
Okay, what happened there?
It's only 2 supports. They can't kill him. They needed more to actually kill the Bat. Problem is, Bat does not have a TP.
Okay, so they're just gonna try and take him on alone now.
He's got another TP.
No, his TP got
available.
cancelled. His TP got cancelled just now by change.
Yeah, I saw that one, but we'll see where he goes next. He's just gonna Firefly on out. Sam H. What a great escape from him. Too much going on. I mean, a great escape from both Sam H and Raven at the same time. That was incredible. IGV have got to be so tilted by that play. That is.
Oh, that's the last thing they want to have.
I mean, they were not even just clawing their way back in the game. They'd actually kind of gained some kind of a lead and were looking very composed. They were on the same page. They were winning fights, and then suddenly that happens. You're just gonna be like, what the hell?
They're not very good at dealing with split push, as I see right now.
Oh, yeah, that's an understatement, I think.
And looking at the bans as well, I think they probably understood. Remember the first 2 bans this game?
Yeah.
Tinker Naga.
Now those bans make a lot more sense. Annoying heroes that are
but they're not doing the right things too sometimes, like their movements and whoever's pushing, like their calls in terms of like, they're not dealing with the split push well.
The crazy thing is, everyone on TNC will split push. Like we saw the Bat doing a bottom, Bounty Hunter is doing a top now. Whoever's there in position will split push.
Bounty's like whatever.
Yeah, you know, he'll get some momentum, will push out the wave.
T-Ban.
Like he may go down. They did lose the Aegis here.
Oh, here comes the split push.
Yep, PL actually TP's in top. He says, thanks, Bounty bro. Job's done. I'll take over from here. And the TP has been forced. PL illusions onto the tower will not do all too much damage. Raven has to be careful. He did TP up here, so he is somewhat trapped in a sense. Does look like IGV are not going to find him or go looking for him. Too many places to hide.
I think they're gonna need like some lane, maybe Tinker wards for this PL here at top. I think this the you know the Tinker ward here. I think this would be, this would be good for them. They have
these trees have just been all cut down for him. Oh,
he's going to rat. Still trying to rat.
That Kunkka could have almost got in range for a Torrent or an X. Bottom lane, meanwhile.
Okay, another rat.
Gosh. Sees the TPs, quickly blinks out of there.
Okay, they have to get a gem. I think they need a gem.
Gem, Tinker. I mean, I think that right there. You say that you mentioned the Tinker wards. Yeah, it's
Tinker ward plus gem. And yeah, Doom has to sit and try and camp one lane. It's not that easy to do because
this is where Doom, I feel like, really does need a Shadow Blade as well. You mentioned it, and I'm definitely all aboard that.
He really chose to go dagger though. I think he probably wouldn't. I mean, yeah, I mean you can, but in general you choose one most of the time.
That's right. Mid lane, they have managed to smoke up. They should be able to get the initiation here. Timbersaw gets doomed up.
They have to run. Make sure they're not saving him. Just push out the other lanes. Still quite a big cooldown.
We'll see whether or not they can get any damage of that. Even Theban, you mentioned he plays these 5 positions with some wave push. The silencer being maybe not the best, but at least has some with the Arcane Curse. He's top. PL's bottom. They want to push out these lanes. Time to buy some like food to travel and stuff.
Maybe they should try and cut the wave now though. This high ground might be in danger of getting pushed.
Okay.
Oh, they're going back to defend. They understand that they have to defend this.
Yeah, they see the Weaver's not there as well. They may actually look to fight, potentially. Initiating Tim. Oh, he walks into a sentry ward. He gets jumped on. The global silence comes out, but he's going to die to the right-click damage. PL's on top of them, but Weaver...
This is not good for them.
Coming in for this one, the X into Ghost Ship. Can the PL get away from this one? Does not look like he gets stunned up, and he's going to get focused down. TNC crumbling to the 5-man of IGV, and you mentioned the high ground might have been trouble before. Well, it definitely is now, with PL and Bounty both dead without buybacks.
That was a very risky move, even though Weaver was not there, but they only had 4 heroes. So in the end, going out of their base was a very bad move.
Felt confident knowing there was no Doom. They probably felt like IGV were incredibly weak.
You were so tanky 20 minutes ago, but...
At Silver Edge, he doesn't get that reactive armor. And we're going to see another pick-off. That's a long time.
That's probably like... Can they get... Oh no, they can't get 2 lanes, but...
They're going to get more kills. Sam H, X. No, they're not going to go for the kill.
It's bad enough. Parker. It's really bad for TNC, but IGV have finally dealt with the split push. got themselves a lane of Rex. I mean, it was also partly TNC making some very risky moves there, trying to get too much done. Sometimes it happens, you know.
Paparazzi still untouched this game, 12-0 and 7 now. It's a Neon.
Sweaver is just a boss.
Roche just respawned. Very good timing. Roche.
Oh, was that a quick respawn?
Yep. I'm not sure how quick it was, but I saw the.
TNC can't afford to give this up, though. They have to
that way.
But how can they contest? There's no
Doom
global.
is back up in 10 seconds. There'll be a small window without the Doom. They're trying to go in. The Batrider went to the blink jump, didn't get it, and Roche is already down. Aegis and Cheese picked up by Paparazzi. Now the chase is on. Oh, doesn't get the DK stun onto Raven. Guesses wrong. Sam H considering a lasso. I'm not sure that's going to play. Timbersaw TPs into this one. Instantly gets torrented. Ghost Ship. He may just get focused down. The Chain Frost in the backline's catching between Tims and 1437. Timber is dead. Looking for the Doom. Didn't get it out. Time onto Raven.
1-for-1. Frag kill. But losing a Timber.
That does not seem worth it. And losing, more importantly, the Aegis and Cheese as Weaver can chase down this Silencer. No way out for Weaver. 1437 goes down and another kill. One by one they all fall. PL just trying to do some creep skipping. Not that it's necessarily essential since there are tier 2 towers on the side lane. They go for tier 4s here? Not sure. It does look like they want to
end the game.
Maybe they can. We'll find out. They'll force some buybacks. Yeah, it feels like they know PL actually doesn't have TP. He just TP top. PL's going for the split push. PL cannot defend. They get one tier 4 though. I think they've done it. Enough is enough. Lassoed on back. PL's trying to go for the split push up top. Some damage to the tier 3 tower. Does get the tier 3 tower now. Sam H will die for this one. IGV need to make a decision. Do we defend? What do we do? Cicada.
Oh, he's trying to cancel his TP.
PL gets one. TPs. Dogfights, his being cancelled it looks like, while IGV do get back to defend. Paparazzi is up there. Raven, he juked with the illusion. He chased the wrong one. Raven, still messing with them. He's going back bottom, he's being so pesky.
But they did not get any racks though.
No, he did not. At the same time, yeah, IGV also did not. I mean, they got a range racks, but that was not the big one to take. They also did not kill Dogfights. He was left behind and somehow is still alive. He's going to be cut off by the Timbersaw here. Global Silence comes out as the Doom. He can't actually use his ultimate. He got global after his BKB. He may actually go down here, and yeah, he will not get a chance to pop the Doom. Doesn't buy that.
What a huge turn of events here.
Raven, what a great ballsy play from him. Kunkka actually going to buy back here, concerned about the racks being protected or not. The Doom does not have buyback.
Weaver still has Aegis. They should be able to hold. He has Aegis plus buyback. Should be able to hold.
TNC want to force it. PL actually TP's bottom, so not sure how much of a push this is, whereas they may just be trying to set from some split push. Who doesn't get the Timber Chain away, get pulled back in by the X.
Lane Raven is a distraction.
Well, let's go down. That's a pretty heavy loss here. Raven will now see the TPs come in. Just a tier 3. He's come close to taking 2 melee raxes. That's the second one he's got down to about half health.
I think eventually he's gonna stay at the base and just the rax.
It's just like, I want to get 25 talent. somebody pull me a Midas and some tombs. I want that level 2.
That's actually very, very annoying if he gets there. But
I don't think he will.
He's quite far away. But a man can dream, you know? Yeah. Man can dream.
Tell us that just sounds like amazing for defending your building, dude, but if you're defending buildings, you're never level 25 as a ledge.
35 armor, that's crazy.
Only on it's such a it's such a weird.
Still good.
And it's just, I mean, it's a good damage item even without the evasion pierce capabilities, at least a decent one.
So is going to be up.
Oh, and PL has an evasion talent winter. I did not. That's something.
Oh yeah. You're right. I am not a QRP player. Did not think about that.
I was just about to say. I was like, there's 20%. I wonder if there is any. Ooh, global sounds like trying.
Oh, they missed the lasso.
Ooh, not good. Got broken by the Linkers. He needed to first.
I think they miscommunicate. He was kind of, I think, the BH to use his track first, and he just clicked. He like trust that you get your track off. Then I.
He had to get to force forward to get there in.
Yeah. Yes, and global. Oh,
was a top.
They use global. This is like maybe high ground. Boost of Travel is available on the Weavers. Defend here, the rest of the team's gonna push top.
Riku charges forward.
Oh, they have to hurry. Force the lane in.
Or even like creep skip top or something if you're TNC. Or just the line here, Raven. Be the top of himself, the top is coming. They're gonna actually keep you back. IG. We got 2 towers out of that. Let's wait Roche, you know. Not rush things too
safe
much.
Play, safe play.
They had a pretty strong start and they really put things together.